Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod. That would have been The Sign by Ace of Base. That was playing at the prom party.
Nice.
Come on, this is our song. The girl in the blue dress and Peter, who tequila makes him crazy. They went to dance to that. I am Jeff, and do you think Kevin has any bacteria that will clean up the scum that is these women? And joining me on the other end of the internet, my host.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we're going to get into it.
Cheesemeisters, what the fuck did you just say? What was that?
You know how Kevin was developing the bacteria that was going to eat the scum off of the ocean?
Oh my god, you're right.
I just figured Kevin might have some bacteria scum, because this shit needs to get cleaned up. There's a lot going wrong in this episode.
It's been a long day, and I completely forgot who Kevin was and what he was doing. And I thought something was cut out of my brain or of the episode.
Or like that I was talking about a different thing entirely. Like, what did you watch today?
Yeah, I got a little panicked. I've only had one sip of gin. What the hell? Anyway.
Oh, you need 3 sips.
We'll get there. All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Professionalism.
Yeah. There you go, professional. So, joining me on the other end of the internet with her tiny little bit of gin, my host.
I'm Leslie, and compared to an actress, I'm a bargain.
Oh, fuck yes. Although I don't know. I think is Claire comparing herself to them or you? I don't know what's going on here.
Walter just gave me the best look.
Yeah.
Just utter shock and delight. Listen, the episode had a lot to say about actresses.
Yes, it did. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are watching Season 4, Episode 28, Acting Out, original air date April 27th, 1994. I'm going to suggest a slight format change today, in that I'm going to ask you this question and then assume that you're going to talk for 20 to 25 minutes. Does that sound about right?
If my brain allows me to go on that long, then I have achieved full health.
Excellent. All right. So, how many times did you throw up in your mouth or throw something in this episode? Because I know it's multiple times.
It was definitely multiple times. Oddly enough, I don't think I threw up or wanted to throw something in this as much as in Take Back the Week. Like,
Take Back the Week.
That's what it's That's what it's called. Take
I'm
Back the Week.
I'm with you. Take it all back. And there's a lot of shit I'd like to take back.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't even give me a chance to breathe.
Uh-huh.
They immediately go, oh, look, it's a book about the method. And I went, oh.
Uh-huh. Constantly. Yep.
Okay, now I'm good.
Yeah.
Shout out, though, to David's joke about, like, I know it sounds like a birth control, but it's not.
Right. But it's not.
You're right, David. It's not birth control.
No, it gets bitches pregnant, it seems like.
It's barely an acting choice. Anyway, we're not here to do that yet. And then when Kevin says the dumbest line I have heard in a long time, what do you think it is that girls talk about? How old are you?
Uh-huh.
How old is this show?
You know what they talk about, Kevin? Boys. Because they're all boy crazy. All the time. That's what girls are. They're boy crazy.
I'm going to list 2 more times, at least. No, just 2 more, because like you said, I'm going to have a lot to say this episode, but I'm going to try to condense it and not go on. I'm already spitting on myself.
Good job.
Thank you. Anytime Roy Randolph touched an actor, namely Kelly, oh my God. Despicable.
Cheesemeisters, for those of you listening, I pretended to grab someone by the face and kiss them on the forehead.
Because that is what he does. But shout outs to Jenny Garth. The face she gives him,
Mm-hmm.
Perfection. And I would just like every young actor to observe this moment and learn what is oogie and weird behavior. Now, Gen Z is already better about knowing what is oogie because they've never touched anyone. But
it's a weird long pause you just took, but all right.
It is. I didn't know what else to follow it there.
None of y'all are fucking. That's the problem.
You're not.
According to Leslie.
You're not, and that may be why you're apathetic. I don't know. I get it. I hate people too, but I also have to have hope for them. Oh my God. And then I yelled aloud. I wanted to throw things when Brenda stopped by Roy Randolph's and took off the trench coat. I was like, fuck me.
Yep. There's a lot going on in this episode that is specifically written in 1994 to anger a little girl who was 4 years old at the time. Like,
you give actresses a bad name.
Oh, that's rough. All right, we're gonna get into it. So here's what happens in this episode, Cheese Meisters. Brenda starts out the episode looking pensive on some rocks, which, good deal. I'm all for it. Just stand on some rocks. It's fine. It's a good way to start an episode. And then she walks down the beach to the beach apartment where Leslie informs me she's been at least once.
Yeah.
I don't recall her being there all that often. She was there for this one. I was like, that's the first time she's ever been there. Because, they had the pizza party, but she was like still in Minnesota and like all that stuff. Like, it's just, and then she had 8 weeks without anything to do. And, so why would Brenda go anywhere but to 1969? Anyway, she finds her way to the beach apartment where Kelly and Donna and David and Rocky are hanging out on the floor. And I don't know why. You have a couch, sit in it, nut jobs. And it's not like they don't let Rocky on the couch because later he's just laying there with Kelly, which is cute. But David gives Kelly a book on the method by Lee Strasberg so that she can learn to be an actress or unstable or something. I don't know. And she's like, cool. I don't want to be an actress, And they're like, well, then what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, I don't know, but I'm doing it. And then Brenda shows up and it's like, the fuck? Like a week ago, you were going to audition for May, and now you're going to coffee with Roy Randolph and you're auditioning for my part? That feels shitty. Why are you being like this? And Kelly's like, 'cause I can. And I got them skills, bitch. And then Brenda leaves. And Donna, of course, is like, you're upsetting Rocky. Can we not?
Okay, that was great.
I know. Donna is just like any port in a storm, just looking for anything to just bring the temperature down. And she's like, I got a puppy. Would you like to kiss the puppy? You got a wet nose. He's very cute.
The puppy. He's upset. Look at him trembling.
He's very cute. We love the puppy so much. And Brenda leaves. Whatever. Storms off. Huffy puppy. And this continues. Like, they're just back and forth with each other. And Kelly's all upset about it. She goes to the peach pit. But, like, I've sort of lost the track of what order shit happens in. Because I know, next thing that happens is Brandon goes to pick up Steve for some sort of intramural situation where maybe no spectators are involved, like volleyball. I don't know. Or flag football next year. Wait till they play flag football. Oh, it's my favorite.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's great. But you know what Steve's doing? He's coaching Laura, which means making out. Yeah. Oh, see, look. Leslie did the tongue this time and not me, everybody.
I know.
Leslie.
Feisty mood.
Did big open mouth kiss the air. Love it. And Brandon is like, okay, but can we go? I know you were warming up. And then, Brandon, God bless Jason Priestley's just fucking juvenile ad libs where they're walking off camera and he says, you were getting ready for the game, I guess, right? Like you would kiss her on the strikes and she would, and then they cut it off because he was going to say she would kiss you on the balls. Get it? That's a baseball joke. And also about balls.
It's kind of a shame he hasn't done more comedy because,
yeah.
I mean, he I feel like he could gym the camera really well.
Yeah, I'm sure he could. Yeah. There's a fun thing to watch when, like, as 90210 goes on. It's happened a few times probably already. It happened in high school a bunch where, like, Steve and Brandon will be like talking and they'll be like walking towards the camera, right? And the scene is ending. One of them ad libs and then they split and walk around the camera. Like they do it constantly.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've noticed them split around the camera so much, but like I've definitely noticed where, oh, that was an ad lib, or or that's Jason and Ian. That's not Brandon and Steve.
Yeah, 100%. So they leave the dorm and they run into Chancellor Arnold getting out of his parking spot. There's a name on there's a placard that says Chancellor Arnold behind them where it marks his parking spot. I like it. Okay. You don't want kids parking there. It's Chancellor's spot. And Chancellor Arnold's like, hey, cool, you're taking Claire to prom. She told me. And Brandon's like, all right, I guess that's what I'm doing this week. Fuck this girl. And so they go to the Peach Pit where Claire is reading Nat's palm and showing him where his heart attack was. And Steve and Brandon point out the ineffectiveness of this approach. But
you're late.
Yeah. Super helpful, that information, Claire. Thank you. And she's like, sorry, but if I'd asked you, you would have said no. And so I figured it was just easier to do it this way. And he's like, but, it's tradition to, like, tell somebody that maybe they're going to go to your prom with you or ask them or something. She's like, tradition, schmadition. She's not Tevye, is what I'm saying.
Oh, boo.
I know. So anyway, Brandon's going to prom. And callbacks are this week. And Laura's getting ready. Steve gives her Samantha Sanders, Maggie the Cat negligee.
Your finger positioning was quite perfect as well.
You have to hold it by the shoulder.
No, I got it.
Yeah, no.
Double meaning.
You know what that is? Acting.
Oh.
Method, possibly.
No.
Because what I was doing, tell me if I've got method right. Because I don't know. What I was doing was I was remembering every time I've held a dress up and handed it to somebody. And like I was going back into my sense memory of doing this. And in preparation.
That's Meisner.
Okay. So which part is Strasbourg?
That part I don't have memorized. Like there's Strasbourg and there's Uta Hagen that are also part of this actor studio shit. Mm-hmm. And I don't have them memorized. But
okay,
I will for the next episode, you can bet.
Hell yeah, we need to know about it. Anyway, I've been for weeks. I've been just walking around doing this.
You've just been walking around holding up a nightgown.
Ready, pretending to hold up a nightgown.
Laura.
And I'm feeling the satiny feel in my fingers and I'm letting it get deep down in me.
No, you have to hold it. You can't just imagine. You have to feel
That's right.
You've been holding that nightgown for weeks.
For weeks, just like this, walking around. And every now and again going. Because it's fun. Sight gag on a podcast. So there's like some time to work with Roy, like one-on-one to get ready for the thing, to the callbacks. And then, I don't know, are callbacks usually open to the public? Because these are.
No.
Yeah.
And there's also not typically like a one-on-one session, I suppose, in a school setting and with a artist in residence could be a thing, or if your teacher wants to work with you. But usually auditions are like beginning of the week, callbacks are the next night, because they want to get this shit done, because they have to start rehearsals.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, TV show. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They have to do things. So anyway, they're getting ready for this thing, and Dylan, Kelly keeps trying to talk to Dylan about all this stuff, and he's like, "Bitch, I don't care." And
literally,
yeah, like a lot doesn't care. He's like, "I don't care about what's important to you, but can you come to the beach and hang out with me and Kevin and Suzanne and Erica?" And so she does, and then he and Kevin leave the girls to jibber jabber about whatever it is ladies talk about with their lady mouths. And here's what's like, what I want to say to Kevin and Dylan is, I don't know, probably the same shit that guys talk about, except that they were just talking about bacteria and ocean scum, and there's zero chance that that's what those women were talking about, because nobody's talking about that. So I don't know what to tell you, Kevin. You're probably right. You don't know what women talk about, because you're like, bacteria. He's passionate.
It's called ask. Ask or go on the internet. It'll be a thing soon.
That's true. So anyway, the girls are jibber jabbering. Wait, lady.
Yeah, run away.
Oh my God, did these bitches ever shut up? Anyway, when they get back, Kelly or Suzanne and Kevin take Erica to throw her in the ocean. Playfully. Not to
no, it just sounded funny.
As far as I know. And Kelly wants to tell him about the callbacks again, and Dylan's like, "Bitch, I do not care." And
I walked to the other side of the ocean because I didn't want to hear this. Do I need to do it again?
Yeah. And she thinks that Dylan is like on Brenda's side, but Dylan is just on the I'm over this shit side. And he's like, "You're being an actress and it's exhausting and I don't want to deal with it." And she's like, "I don't even want to be an actress." And he's like, "Then why are you being an actress?" And she's like, "I kind of spite at this point. Like, it's really sort of why I'm doing this, because Brenda fucking sucks ass and I'm tired of it. And, that's why I'm doing it." And she says the same thing to Donna later in the kitchen. And Donna's like, "Then maybe don't do that. Like, I don't know, as a suggestion, possibly. Like if you don't want to be in the play and your being in the play is causing a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Then don't do it. Like, but if you want to be in the play, do it. Like, go ahead. I don't care. I don't care which one of you gets this part. But if you don't really want to do it and you're just in there to like fuck up Brenda's head, well, congratulations, you did it, but no one is interested in you now. Like, you're just like, fucking Kelly's exhausting in this episode.
I agree.
So here, we'll get to it. Anyway, Kelly drops out and tells Roy Randolph, and he kisses her on the forehead after some patronizing bullshit and quoting On the Waterfront. And then they go in and they have the auditions, and Laura is great, I guess we're supposed to think. I don't know. I can't tell. They're all just, all I hear is Southern accents. That's all I got.
They shot it in a really weird way. Like, if she's supposed to be good, I don't think they had her do her best, but also like, she's fine. I would have given it to her.
There you go. Well, because Brenda fucked it up.
I mean, I would have given Brenda a second chance and not been a dick, but like, yeah.
Right. But Roy Randolph has dick as his default setting. So, anyway, also, and at the end of the episode, Brenda shows up to get her second chance with Roy and takes off her coat, and she's wearing a black dress instead of a white dress, which is supposed to indicate maybe that she's going to fuck. Hard to say.
Or murder someone.
Or murder someone.
I'm sorry. Wait, no. In Psycho, it's steal money and go on the lam. That's what it was.
Yes, and then get murdered up, good and proper.
Whoops.
Yeah. Brandon goes with Claire to the prom, but it's not a prom because she didn't want to go to the prom. Like, they went and got their Kodak moment, and then they went to a hotel party. And everybody's drinking and having a good time. And Claire and her friend in the blue dress, whose name I don't remember, are yelling down the street at passersby. And Claire like straight flashes her panties at some people, and then tells them what room number she's in, which seems like a terrible idea. And they're like, "Fuck, we better lock the door." That backfired real quick. And then those guys come in and they break the door down. And then Brandon gets in a fist fight because, thank God, Brandon gets to get in a fist fight.
Thank God Brandon was there. Otherwise, who knows what would have happened at that party, because no one was doing anything.
No. I don't know. Thank God Brandon was there is a weird sentiment, but okay. Just in general.
I'm just saying what everyone else at that party was thinking. Thank God this short king is here.
College guy's here. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, "Claire, can you please fuck off? Like, in no uncertain terms, as clearly as I can make it, leave me the fuck alone." And she's like, "You don't mean that."
Oh, you missed the part when she has a whole little...
Oh, her meltdown?
Her self-hating rant where she's like, what if I just jumped off the balcony? It's like, oh, God.
Here's the thing about that. I totally bought that as a high school girl's reaction to this night going into the toilet and it all being her fault. I totally get her like having that like self-pity spiral.
But I feel like that is also coming from someplace deeper. Like, yeah, what you're saying is true, but I also think there has to be something else going on. Like, if they just put that in there to be part of her, like, I don't know, her weird mentality and how she doesn't really listen to anyone, then that's an interesting... That's just one of those other delightful things where I feel like the writers are saying how much they hate women. Because I'm not saying anything you have brought up about her couldn't be true. It just doesn't look great.
Yeah. Well, I guess that brings me to the first thing that I think this episode might really be about. Women are exhausting. Am I right? I mean, like every one of them in this episode.
It's exhausting being a woman.
Well, sure, because you're all running around acting like this. Like, it's crazy. Like, look, Brenda is like mad at other people for auditioning for a part. Everybody gets to do that, Brenda. Shut the fuck up. And is like all mad at Kelly for doing this. And like Kelly keeps trying to steal things from me and whatever. And Kelly is like, she won't shut up. She won't quit trying to talk to her boyfriend, which is fucking exhausting. Like, he don't want any part of that. And, you know, she's trying to act. She's like acting from spite. Like, they keep fighting in front of Donna and poor Rocky. Like, that's bad.
Rocky's gonna be traumatized.
Right. Oh shit. The other thing I forgot that happened is that Donna almost put Andrea into labor by like pointing out that she's had sex with people. Also, I think all of that could have just been that Andrea might be lactose intolerant. Like, she had like a milkshake and a big bunch of ice cream. She probably just had gas. Like, I don't know what was going on, but it's like she's not eating healthy.
No.
And so she went into like a little bit of premature labor, but they were able to stop it, and she's going to be on bed rest. And Jesse comes home, and everything's okay, whatever. But first, Andrea has to yell and scream at Donna because Donna, like,
she doesn't yell and scream. How dare you? She barely
storms out.
Oh, but in the best way possible. She goes, "It's been real," and leaves. And I'm like, that's the way I'm leaving a conversation from now on that I don't like. It's been real.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Andrea kind of overreacted to what was happening there, because that's not what Donna was trying to say. What Donna was saying is what she said, which is, don't fool yourself, Junior. You've changed a lot. Okay,
but it was all... she said a lot, and she said it with a judgmental tone. And listen, I know I'm a sensitive bird, but I don't. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I don't think Andrea yelled. And I
don't think Andrea yelled either, but she stormed off in a huff. She didn't finish her milkshake.
As someone who also gets led by her hormones without even being pregnant, I can understand why she did that. It is. Right. It and was either that saying, or say some really shitty stuff.
All I'm saying is it's exhausting, like all these women. And then, like, I don't know, Erica wants to go in the ocean, and so people have to pick her up and carry her. That's tiring. Like, all it's just exhausting.
Well, to that end, pay attention to women or something bad will happen.
I guess.
If Brandon had paid attention to Claire like she Claire's wanted, she would never have flashed those strangers and told them the hotel number and forced those men to come up to the hotel room. Listen, if Dylan had just paid attention to his woman, she wouldn't be doing shit for spite.
She wouldn't be trying. Here's the thing. I mean, I get it. I hear what you're saying, and the men should pay attention to their exhausting ass women. But like,
you suck. You suck so much. It is exhausting being us.
I get it. You keep acting this way, man. That made me tired too. Look, like Brandon could have. Do you honestly think that any of this could have been averted if Brandon had gone up to his bedroom last week and boned down, handcuffed Claire? Zero chance. There's no way that one solid deep dicking cures her desire to act like a maniac.
No, that's true. My listen, I was being completely facetious. Like,
yeah. And also, Kelly would still spite act if Dylan acted or not. Listened or not.
This is what the writers want us to think, that if women are getting attention, they do stupid shit.
I think that they want us to think that women will do stupid shit because they're fucking exhausting. Or, what about this?
Where's Laura?
Not home yet. Are all of these women method? Is that what's happening here? That they're all method acting? Like, they need to get into the Maggie the Cat frame of mind, which is, I don't know what. You're going to have to tell me a little more about it because I don't know the play, the book, the movie all that well. I know that Rick has a drinking problem, like based on this.
Maggie is being ignored by her husband, and she's not being listened to by his family. The only one who listens and trusts her is Big Daddy. So Maggie is very much in the mindset of, I am alone and I'm the only one who's fighting for me, which she's inspirational in that regard, in that she's able to like keep fighting for herself the whole time. But she is also desperate. And I mean, it makes sense why she's desperate. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it's not desperate how these young women are playing her or how these young women view desperation. But sure. I definitely agree that maybe it's not so much that these girls are method, but they're trying to show how we're all Maggie the Cat.
Right.
All women are Maggie, which I hope not. And also, that's totally not true, because did you see the Take Back the Week episode? Y'all can't keep your hands off us. I'm just saying.
Boobs are good. I don't know what.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to say. You're supposed to not do that? Come on.
Oh my God.
That does lead me to ask this question, because it feels like it feels like what's going on in this episode is that all of these women, especially the three who are auditioning for Maggie the Cat, are living this Maggie the Cat life. Like, they are embodying whatever this is in the way that they're acting.
I think that's natural to to being a young actor because you don't have a ton of life experience. This is why things like method are really exciting to young actors because they haven't had as much lived experience and they want to be raw. They want to see how that emotion can come up for them. And even though more often than not, everyone has experienced some sort of trauma or emotional cataclysm at this point, they haven't figured out how to use it as a tool.
Right.
And so it makes sense to me. And that's part of why I didn't get as angry watching this episode, because I was able to be like, yeah, I was there too. I too got swept up in things happening in my acting classes, in rehearsals for acting scenes and all of that. Like, so it makes sense to me why they're kind of churning up the drama in their own lives, because again, this is why actors get seen as manipulative. Because they're trying to stir up these emotions for themselves and learn how to use it and cultivate it and bring it up naturally. But it ends up them looking like assholes.
Well, I mean, that's how Dylan feels about Kelly in this episode.
Man, he really hates actors. Like,
right? Yeah.
Which, look, I too am not fond of everyone in my community. But,
right. Yeah. But everyone in every community.
My coworkers.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not going to like every coworker.
No, of course not. No, some people are assholes. That's like, or even if they're not assholes, some people just function differently than you do. You know?
Yeah.
And you just go, you're exhausting, whoever you are. You know, like I could do without whatever this is. You know, but you know, that's their trip. They can be on it. I don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to buy a ticket. What do you think this episode might really have been about?
I had a few little things that again, mostly about the acting side, because that's what spoke to me more. And I honestly feel like that was the main part. But like, know your power color and wear it, because when Brenda, so here's what I mean. And I have a little addendum to some of these, like, don't dress exactly for the role. You know, that's a mistake people make a lot, because you think you have to change yourself for the role. And it's like, no, the role can evolve for you. That's why there are so many different interpretations of King Lear or Mama Rose. Like, you know, white is not Brenda's color. And I don't mean like she doesn't look amazing in it. She looks amazing in everything. But she is not her bravest, boldest self in white. So it makes sense later on when she shows up at his place in black, and like, honey, you should have just worn that to the audition.
I'm really glad that you didn't go where I thought you were going to go, which is white is not her color because her hair is dark and you can see her bush. I thought that's where you were going.
Oh my God. Nope. Not where I was going to go.
Can you blame me for thinking that that's what you were thinking? Everybody would think what I just thought. Come on.
That's what underwear is for. Good grief.
Her hair is very, very dark, and if she's lit from behind, golden hour, bush.
I don't have a yes and for that. Damn. I got nothing.
I'm steering into the cliff.
Anyway, yeah. So that's my only example there. Except, I mean, you know, Kelly, obviously, I was thinking of how this episode ends with Brenda walking into Roy's house in black. And the last time we had something like this, Kelly was walking into Dylan's in a white outfit.
Oh, you mean at the beach at the cabana? Yeah. Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, and Claire's power color is also black because she's got that full black attire, which I was like, I want that. I want all of Claire's wardrobe.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's appropriate for me. I want it.
You should get it.
listen, once I get a few more paychecks coming in, sure, maybe.
Yeah.
And red is obviously both Kelly and Brenda's power color, but they only get to wear it with regards to Dylan. So,
oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Anyway,
what did you think about the? I mean, aside from the ridiculousness of, Steve giving Laura Samantha's old clothes.
Oh
What did you think about? Because I think there's something to this potentially just that's interesting. This she's like, that's not really me, and he's like, no, it's not you, but it's Maggie. What's interesting to me is the idea that like the outfit could make you feel more like the character.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be like sprinkled with Samantha Sanders magic pixie dust. It could just be that like this feels like the character to me, and I'm wearing it so I feel more in that space and can like more easily tap into that, and it helps the performance. Like bullshit, not bullshit.
No, that's not bullshit. Like I realize that probably sounds opposite of what I just said, like, but again, so dress for you, take what you have that's closest to that character. But if you have someone who is offering you an outfit that works for it, or like offering you tips to lean more to the character, then yeah, I liked that separation of, no, it's not you, it's Maggie, because there should be a separation between you and the character, which goes against method, because method is the blending. It's you just immersing yourself fully. You no longer exist. Maggie exists.
Gotcha.
And only Maggie. And it's not great. Anyway, but no, to answer your question, I did like that part of it, but I didn't. But then he lost me when he said an actor has to go all the way. Because I don't know. This is kind of the wall I keep coming up for myself as an actor right now, because I don't personally feel motivated to put all of myself out there right now. And sure. I understand where that's necessary. I'm also very much in a self-protective place right now. And sure. I don't feel that the world deserves all of me right
that's
now.
Right. Sit and spin, world.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, like not every project is going to get all of my energy and all of my care.
Sure.
Because, and I've only just learned this, unfortunately, which is probably part of why I'm burnt out, because I wasted too much energy on past.
But you've learned it.
I have learned it.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like it. Learning stuff's good.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, you had other notes, potentially.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, method acting is dumb. It's lazy. I could go on and on, but again, we're not here for that lecture series, but, it's coming someday. Method is dumb, and Kelly knows it.
Kelly knows that all of this is dumb. Like, you can tell in her face that she's like, I think Kelly is interesting in this episode. Because she's I think the motivations of all the characters in this episode are kind of interesting and happening off screen, and that's kind of fascinating, as like we know these characters so well at this point. We've seen them for this amount of time that we understand the like the duck's feet that are kicking under the water.
Yeah.
When everything looks like this up here and it's like chaos down below. Like all of this has built on all of these things that have gone on between them for all of these years. And like Kelly is like, I was doing this because it was kind of fun. And now it's not.
Yeah.
And I see the artifice and I don't like it. I don't like what it's doing to my relationship with Brenda, which seems like it's just pushing us back to our default setting. But also, my boyfriend is taking his ex's side, and that pisses me off. And he won't listen to me when I want to tell him about this, and that pisses me off. And Brenda told me I should fuck right off, and that pisses me off. So, like, I'm going to do this, even though I don't want to, because fuck all y'all. And that is interesting. Like, we've never seen Kelly act out of fuck all y'all before.
Yeah.
But here she is. And Brenda is, like, Brenda's reactions, while they come off as, like, snotty.
Yeah.
All come from a place that we understand, because we have seen this. Like, Kelly's right. I don't remember if there was a sparkly jacket in the first episode or not.
I don't either.
There probably wasn't. They make that shit up. They get that stuff wrong all the time. But they did go shopping early on, and Brenda was like, "Hey, I really like this piece, and it's really cool." And Kelly did end up buying it. I remember that happening. I don't know, sparkly jacket. And then fucking what's her ass shoplifted. So that happened. So, like, there's been this, like, from Brenda's point of view, wanting to be Kelly. Like, that California blonde, like, she even dyed her hair that real shitty
my
hair
God.
dye that first season, that awful wig before she liked Dylan's butt. And then, like, the spring princess thing and the most beautiful or whatever, like, which they bring up in their conversation with each other. And then she lost Dylan to Kelly, which has to still feel a kind of way, because, you know, every fourth episode she decides she's in love with Dylan again. So, like, oh, and now you're trying to take this from me too. Like, I get it.
Sense.
Yeah.
No, it makes total sense. And, like, listen, acting, being in plays, it should be fun. In high school, in community theater,
fun all the time.
It should be fun all the time. But here's where I'm gonna have a problem, because I remember, and this is not my nostalgia corner, but, like, my scene partner for my acting 1 final was an acting minor, and I know that sounds like nothing, but I was an acting major. And so obviously I cared more. And this person cared very little.
I wasn't there, and it's possible that you're correct about the level of care. I think you might be painting with a broad brush, majors versus minors.
You're right. I will accept that. This person definitely didn't care, though.
Gotcha.
So
that person was a bad scene partner.
They weren't great. It's one of those things where because of my experience and because of limited number of people, especially in a play like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, like, if you want to go be in theater just for fun, pick a big show with a ton of parts. Because if you're just taking something from someone who is wanting to make this their livelihood, who is in school for this specific thing, like, I'm sorry, you're getting in the way. And this is where I have a problem too with, like, people who have made it, who were like, oh, I was a biology major, and oh, I was a doctor. And I'm like, fuck you for having other skills. How dare you? I messed up and I know it. So yeah, I'm very glad that Kelly made the rational choice for her, that, like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's also stupid because, to go back a little, in their little callback acting class.
Oh, sure.
And he's like, oh, I can see you're affected by this. Can you tell me more about how drinking has impacted your life?
Right.
And then making her share this and then pull all those emotions forward and use that for acting. That's fine if you have closure on it. She does not have closure on her mom's addiction or Dylan's addiction. She
Sure.
does not have closure on being this close to those people because they're going to be addicts their whole lives. They're going to be other things too, but like that's always going to be a part of them. And they know it and she knows it. So to not even give someone an option of like, hey, this is a tool you could use, but only use it if you feel like you can also put that tool back in its box later. Don't keep that tool on a belt all the time.
Yeah.
It's an abusive tactic that he's using and that many directors have used.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, Roy is a problem. Like that's the other thing is that like the motivations that are happening under the surface that we don't get to see. Roy's causing a lot of shit here, and we don't get to see him cause any of it, but he's doing it. Like he is stirring this pot, and we don't know if he's doing it on purpose because we don't see. We don't know that because we don't see it.
I know it.
Okay, like we see the results of what he's doing, but there's no way he can possibly know the specifics that he's stirring up between Kelly and Brenda, but he uses manipulative tactics. We can see those in passing that he's like that. A lot of this stuff is happening because of what he's doing. We don't know him well enough because we've barely seen him at all to know why he's doing what he's doing. It's probably because he has a penis and he wants to put it places, but we don't know that, so to assume it, not really my game.
And this is where I should, in another addendum, like method acting is dumb, but it's also dumb because it's encouraged by directors who don't know how or don't want to take the time to encourage you to do the work and explore things. They just want to be like, hey, do you have this emotion? And grab your heart and force it to pulse.
Yeah, I don't know enough about this, but like it seems to me like whatever you need to do to get the performance that you need to give, that's your business. You know what I mean? Like, why do I care? I mean, unless you're treating me like shit, right? I get that. Okay. If you're treating people around you like shit, then I don't like that.
Yeah.
But if you're like, if I have to walk down this road to get there and you have to walk down that road to get there, as long as we get there, I'm not 100% sure I care the way you chose to get there.
That is fair.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I hear where you're coming from. I hope I get to a healthy level of that someday. But I'll be honest, I don't want to work with method actors. Like, if it's something I'm getting cast in to act, I'll deal with that in my own way. Like, I can close that off. But if I'm leading a project or if I'm casting something or IC for something, like obviously as an IC, I can't tell people what to do or what not to do. I can only model appropriate behavior. But like if I was working with a director who was like, oh yes, I encourage these people to be method, then I'd be like, okay, I may not be, then why do you want an IC? Like, again, there'd be a lot of discussions that have to happen that I feel more equipped to have. But yeah, quite frankly, I am not in a place where, at least if it's my project, I don't want to hire method people.
I get that. I mean, but that is a reasonable choice for you to make as the person who's running the show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But like I get not like preferring not to work with it, right? Like it's just I don't like it.
There's too much risk.
Okay. What I don't get is like your hatred of Marlon Brando because he is method. And there was some kind of conversation about butter earlier that I didn't fully understand.
Oh my gosh.
but like I don't want to watch his performance because of how he got there. I don't get that.
So I'm tired of people being lauded for going method, because more often than not, it's not healthy. Again,
okay, but is that I don't know a better way to say this. Is that your business? If it's healthy for them, you know what I mean?
Not, but my business has never, other people's business has never stopped me from trying to save them, unfortunately.
And is it working?
No.
All I'm saying is I'm right.
Good for you. I'm so glad you're right and healthy. Once again, we prove that I am unbalanced and Jeff is fine. Will she ever get there? Maybe by the end of the series, who knows? I was in a completely different state of mind yesterday, and somehow I'm fine today. I don't get it either.
I'm asking the questions because I don't get it. And I get that it's real, that this is your real reaction to these things, and I'm not trying to shit on your reactions.
Yeah.
But I don't get it, because why would it matter to me in 2025 if in 1972 Marlon Brando was kind of a dick on the set of The Godfather? I don't know if he was, whatever, but why would I care? I care that The Godfather is great and his performance is really good, and I want to watch this movie.
Here's why I still care.
Okay.
And again, I understand if you're going to come back with but it's still none of your business, and that's fine. Why I care is because that his behavior being treated like it's okay feeds into young actors continuing the traditions. And then we get people like Jared Leto thinking, I can be a shitty human being because I'm playing Joker.
Right.
I don't mean to say
that. I get
that.
all that. No, I get that.
Okay.
I get it. I understand that. And I understand, because you're on the inside of it and I'm on the outside of it, that there's a different perspective that you have, because you have to it's like when Grandpa visited Bart at school and was spitting on the floor. And Bart was like, Grandpa, I have to work with these people. I get it. I understand, you have to work with these people and it's a different thing. So I understand, the real life working in this industry, and by the industry, of course, I mean the business, with people who cannot draw a healthy boundary for themselves, and so that spills out onto you. I get that being incredibly frustrating. What I don't get is throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I don't want to watch this performance, even if the performance itself is great, because of the way they got to it.
I think that is just proof that I am like too many others and have allowed anger and the anger to be the leading emotion. Because people, I mean, I told you this with, I think, something else we were watching, but just it's kind of exhausting how often we have to remark on oh, well, it didn't age well, or oh, well, it was good for that time, or these things for that time. Mm-hmm. And it just gets really tiring. And I think I'm slowly coming out of this mindset of I can't enjoy these things because someone did something horrible then.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is on a different journey. Everyone has different things. And I very much am in a place where I don't want to be led by that anymore, because I'm not leaving the business anytime soon.
What about the industry?
I'm not leaving that either.
Okay, good.
Good point.
Yeah.
I very much need a break from aspects of the business and the industry, but I don't want to leave it because I have thought about this enough, and the fact that it like just kills me too much to think about it, at least right now still, I know that like, okay, well then that's not the option.
Right. Good. Listening to your body. I like it.
Thank you. But then that means I have to learn how to work within things.
Yeah.
And so,
and to not carry shit that isn't yours to carry.
Yeah. And like, you know, thankfully, I know I can tell you things like, I hate Marlon Brando. I'll watch this thing, but I hate him. And then we talk about it, and I'm like, okay, I can probably handle watching this a little better. Or realize, oh yeah, I don't have to carry this anger.
Yeah. Like that's the thing.
People are dead.
They are. Yeah, there's that. Yeah. Like, by and large, what other people do and how they do it doesn't have anything to do with me. You know what I mean?
If you're lucky. I mean, yes. But also
by and large.
If you're lucky. But yes, by and large.
By and large. Especially people who are dead. But I will say this, and we've talked about this a little bit, this whole like, and we're gonna continue to have to talk about the reality of the thing we're watching having been made in a different time with a different set of sensibilities. Like that's just always going to be part of the conversation we have. And the way we have it will be different each time we have it. Cause you know, like we could talk, we've talked about it a number of times, whatever it is. If we talk about it today and if we talk about it tomorrow, we could have two totally different conversations because we're just in different places in our brains that day.
And like, to be clear, having that extra layer to discuss is not a problem. Mm-hmm. It's the worry that I'm going to miss something or again, get it wrong. But again, as I learned once again today, that speaking in draft is better than like this idea of perfectionism.
Yeah. Like we're having a conversation, right? We're talking it out. I think I'm right all the time. That's like my default setting. But here's the thing. I feel like most people think they're right all of the time. Because if you don't think you're right, why are you saying it? Like everyone thinks their opinion is the correct opinion because it's the opinion they hold.
Okay.
So like why would you have that? I have a wrong opinion. What? Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks they have the wrong opinion. Everyone thinks they have the right opinion. I just say it out loud. I just say that I think I'm right, even though we all think we're right. That's what it is. But
I think I'm right, but I also think I sound stupid half the time.
Oh, I don't worry about that.
I know you don't.
No, it's fine. Because it's none of my business if someone thinks I'm stupid or not. Like that's their weight to carry.
Brain is.
It's great. That's their weight to carry. Their opinion of me is their business. It's not mine. Like my opinion of me is A-okay, Jack. Most of the time. But what I was going to say is like like how much you want to disassociate from a performer because they were a vile human is 100% subjective and up to each person. And if your line is, I can listen to Thriller, but I can't watch The Godfather. Okay. Like, I'm not going to say that your line is the wrong line.
Yeah.
I might ask why that is your
line.
You know, because it's, I think it's worth all of us reflecting on where we are drawing all of these lines because we're all doing it. You know, like we are all like, that Louis C.K. stuff was gross, but he's pretty funny. Or, Bill Cosby's a monster, but I love the Cosby Show. Whatever. Like people draw these lines. People are like, Mel Gibson is a shit anti-Semite, horrible human being. Lethal Weapon's really good, and he's good in it. Like you could. I'm not going to yell at you if you hold both of those thoughts in your head at the same time, because those things can all be true.
Yeah.
And so I have an idea of why I have the line I have on some of these things, but it shifts.
Yeah.
You know? So it like I may feel a different way. Like I have a real hard time with Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Right? Like I loved the Cosby Show. I'm sure I've talked about it on here.
Yes,
I loved it.
have.
This show was really important to me as a kid. Like slam the tape in the VCR, record it, watch the episode where Vanessa plays the clarinet like a million times. It sounds like she stepped on a goose. Like I loved that shit. Theo in the Gordon Gartrell shirt, God, give me all of that. Like, I loved that stuff. I haven't been able to go back and watch The Cosby Show. And I feel bad for Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah.
That, like, his brilliant work is being erased because of someone he worked with. Not because of shit he did, but because of the person whose name is at the top of the call sheet. I would like to get to a point where I can watch The Cosby Show. One, because it makes me feel like, because I loved it when I was such a kid, but also because it, like, you know, I don't think it's fair to Lisa Bonet, you know?
It's not fair to everyone else involved because you know what? I can't say this with certainty because I've heard residual checks are crap. However, a lot of people, that's some kind of income.
The syndicated show stuff from the 80s for sure. But
now
they're probably also
gone because they're not playing it. Right. They might still be, but I imagine for a few years at least. Nada.
Yeah. But I will say that's a line for me. Like I would like that line to move. I really would. But right now it's where it's at.
Yeah.
I still love Michael Jackson's music. I just do. Like that's where I'm at with it. I'm not going to apologize for where my line is on these things because it's ever shifting, and I'm not going to make you apologize for yours. Everybody else, draw your line.
That's where I am. Yeah, I feel like we are in a similar lane because like I don't want to make people feel bad about art they're taking in, and it's just really tiring how no matter what you like, there is something out there about that person or someone involved in it. And it's like, you know what? I'm not God.
Right.
It's not my job to absolve these people or to
judge them. Yeah, exactly.
Like, all I can do is be a better person myself. I mean, we should also hope that we can continue to uphold kinder artists, people who have a better message at the core, but at the same time, like to throw away an entire body of work or an entire crew, an ensemble because of one horrible human being, it's not great.
Yeah, but I get it if you can't watch the Cosby Show. I do. I fucking get it.
I just, like you, I just want people to think about like, is this really a line for you, or are you just feeding the angry monster that lives in us all? Right.
Yeah, exactly. We went far afield there, but there is one last thing that I think this episode might really
Me too.
Everybody's tired of this shit. That's what I think this episode's really about. Dylan is tired of this shit. Shut up, Kelly. I don't want to hear about it. I'm so tired of you and Brenda. Ugh. I'm tired of talking to actors. Ugh. Tired of this shit. Kelly is tired of this shit. She is tired of fighting with Brenda. She's tired of Dylan ignoring her. She's already tired of Kevin and Suzanne and Erica. Brenda is tired of Kelly. She is tired of everything that isn't acting right now. Like, she's just tired of all of it. Brandon is tired of Claire. Like, and I don't blame him because these women are fucking exhausting. But Andrea is tired of being pregnant. She's tired of being home by herself and not being able to talk to grown-ups. Like, that's just going to get worse, Andrea. I'm sorry. You've got like 3 years ahead of you where you're going to be thanking God if you have a conversation with an adult.
Oh, God.
I mean, look, raising kids is awesome. But there is a point where all you've done is talk to a toddler and your mind is blah, 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 and like, just if you talk to a grown-up for 4 minutes, you're like, there's a world out there. This is so weird. I get it. Donna, tired of this shit. Could you guys just quit fighting? You're upsetting the dog. Like, everybody's tired of this shit.
The dog's tired.
The dog's tired. He wants to sleep next to Kelly on the couch. I don't blame him. That looks nice. It's a big comfy couch. So yeah, everybody's tired of this shit. What else do you think this episode's really about?
The last thing I had was, and this is not in any way aimed at younger me or me from last year, whatever.
That's younger you also, not for nothing.
This audition can't be the audition. Don't be a pick-me girl.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Especially, like, if there's one thing that I keep hearing, not aimed at me, but just, like, you can't walk into the room desperate for the job, even though we're all fucking desperate.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you all know this, but it's kind of tough out there for everyone.
For a pimp.
But, like, sure. But Brenda, oh my God, it hurt me when Brenda, I think I threw up in my mouth at this, when she's like, no, Brandon, this was the chance for me to turn my life around. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of weight on this one audition, kid.
Like, you're just starting out. Mm-hmm. You're just starting out. And also just like, yeah, this audition can't be the audition. Not every audition can be the audition.
Yeah. There's good, bad, happy, sad. There's going to be another audition.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah.
The only reason I'm shooting the auditions I am in the next few days are because they're one of them, it's like the money would be good. And the other one, oh, this would be a fun thing for me to do. And I would love to do this role because it fills my soul right now. Otherwise, I'll be fine.
There you go. Fill it up. All right. What did this make you nostalgic for? Probably acting.
2 things. And yes, they are around acting. We won't always be in Leslie's trauma land. It's fine, everyone.
This episode, I knew season 1, episode 1, that when we got to season 4, episode 27, it was going to be a problem. So,
but it hasn't been as
I just knew that it was going to be a thing that you were going to have to deal with.
Yeah, I was going to have words.
Yeah. You were going to have thoughts about this storyline.
Yeah. The first thing I'm nostalgic for is I miss a time when people didn't ask me if I was a method actor. I'm not saying it happens all that often, but I'm just saying whenever it happens quite often, when I share that, oh, I'm an actor, like 99% of the city, or like as a standardized patient, the rare time, and I say rare in a good way. They're not supposed to focus on this or say it, but when the students occasionally compliment me and they're like, oh, are you method? I have to be like, no, I'm not. And I have to hold in the lecture about how method is stupid. But yeah, I long for a time that I didn't even know what it was. And when people didn't ask me.
Here, can I tell you why I think that is? Because it's the only thing that we've ever heard of. Yeah. It's literally the only acting approach that we've ever heard of.
And that, again, why I hate it.
Right. Just like, I've heard of Strasberg and Meisner. I've heard of these people. I've heard numerous people mention these people. Like, I get it. I know who that is. I know what method is.
So many people have been awarded for not doing method. And yet we love talking about the people who have. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's juicy content, I guess.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I couldn't help but feel nostalgic for was, so this one is odd because I wouldn't handle this the same way now. that I would then. But in high school, no, not flashing. No, sorry, everyone, not tonight. In high school, we used to audition in front of each other.
Mm.
And I'm sure this stressed me out. Then I know it gave me nerves, as it should. And yet I look back on that so fondly now because I'm like, man, younger me was so brave. Like, she just sat through those auditions. She didn't let it get, I mean, of course there were times it impacted my audition and I didn't do as well as I hoped. But I feel like for the times it mattered most to me, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
It was just part of the process. And like, which is why performance anxiety now and its existence within me is kind of killing me because I don't know where it comes from. And I just, like I said, I've never not had nerves, but I miss her confidence.
Gotcha.
And just her ability to be like, I'm nervous, but I can do it anyway. Instead, now I'm like, I'm nervous. I'm crippled.
So it seems like the second part of the sentence is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, get rid of that part. There. Done.
Done.
You're welcome. I did forget to say one thing that I wanted to say earlier. God is in his heaven and all is right with the world. Brandon got to punch somebody.
Oh, yeah.
We really needed that to happen. What this made me nostalgic for was being on roofs with people who are yelling things at strangers on the street. The dorm I lived in at IU had roof access. So you could go up on the roof and it was really cool. Like it was kind of quiet up there. It's only a 6-story building. We weren't that high up. But it's like, what's that?
It's 6 flights.
I know, it's a lot. There was no elevator. But like being up there was just, it's like kind of nice and quiet, or it was kind of a cool place to go hang out, especially if you're like a little drunk and just, chat or whatever. But I knew a guy who kind of looked like Richard Nixon. And one night he was super drunk and was just yelling Richard Nixon things at people from the roof of the building. I am not a crook. Stuff like that. And like, so it just reminded me of that when Claire is up there, like yelling at those guys and showing them her panties. It just reminded me of being up on the roof at Reed while like half drunk people were yelling things at half drunk people down there. And then going, oh no, they're coming in. Let's run. Like it's exactly the same. Like, oh, I didn't think they were going to come up here. Shit. That happens. So that's awesome. What it made me nostalgic for. All right. Who is your Steve Sanders Memorial Worst Person of the Episode?
Lee Strasberg, Udo Hagen, Edward Meisner. No, you know what? I'm taking that back because again, I have these opinions and yet I still want to go find a very important book to affirm my opinions. Because I'm that good at what I do. At being human.
There you go. Do it.
This one's, you know what? I'm going to say Roy because he was the stuff he was saying to Kelly when she told him I'm not auditioning was fucking manipulative and despicable. So like, I can take you out of your frivolous little life.
Oh God. I know.
I'm a kid. I'm 18.
Right.
My life should be frivolous.
Yeah, I yelled at my boyfriend earlier this year because he wouldn't go to a pool party. That's what I want. I want the pool party part.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. For me, it's Dylan, but it's also Roy. But like Dylan's total dismissal of anything that Kelly tries to say to him is such a dick move. Like
it felt pretty far out of left field.
It did a little bit, like, except for that, like, he justified it. He justified his like position in like, I'm so tired of this you and Brenda shit.
Yeah.
I kind of think Brenda has a point here, and I'm sorry, but I kind of do. I don't like you when you're doing this. It's off-putting. Like, the fact that he wouldn't listen to her, I was like, God, Dylan, don't be a dick. Like, I did really like the, well, if I knew what that's what you were going to say, I would have listened. Well, that's not how it works, dipshit. You have to listen first.
Dylan
I
just
enjoyed
wants
that.
To end the conversation. Like,
he does.
It's really annoying, his whole, for someone who is so well versed in literature, although we only have one acknowledgement of this, he is a man of few words and to a fault.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. All right, I think we did it.
We did. That was fun.
It was fun. So join us here on Friday, Cheesemeisters, when I'm not 100% sure what we're going to watch. What do you think? Do you want to Cat on a Hot Tin Roof this week, or do you want to hold that for next week? Or do you?
Let's hold. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Let's hold it for next week, because I'm assuming it's going to be in performance or casting at least.
Yeah, I think so. I think that this story arc kind of resolves next week. Like,
interesting.
I think the Cat on the Hot Tin Roof stuff is pretty much finished next week. Let me double check.
That's so strange, but okay. I have no idea what's going to happen now. All I know is that there's a crazy ass image of Laura in my head, and I'm
right. Hold on.
Maybe it's part of a dream sequence.
No, we did. It's opening night is in a couple of weeks, so we still have a couple of weeks for this storyline. It's not next week, so I was wrong about that.
Okay, so let's listen. I read the synopsis of On the Waterfront, and yeah, I don't like him, but let's do it. Like, I don't have any good reason not to. Like,
okay.
This seems like, I was gonna joke, like, is this the prequel to Daredevil? Because his dad is a boxer.
Well, there you go. I've seen On the Waterfront one time. I remember really liking it, like thinking, "Wow, this movie is good."
It has a famous line.
It does have a famous line, which is why it comes up, because Roy Randolph tells Kelly that she could have been a contender. And that's from On the Waterfront. Okay, so this is directed by Elia Kazan, who
our
boy, and it's Marlon Brando, your best friend. So, but it's I remember it being a pretty powerful movie, and I don't know, it's one of those ones that, like, it's a classic for a reason, and I guess we'll find out why.
Yeah.
So, all right, so join us here on Friday, Cheesemeisters, when we watch On the Waterfront, and join us here next week when we watch season 4, episode 29, Truth and Consequences, which I don't believe is about New Mexico in this instance.
Wait,
there's a town called Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, something like that.
Oh,
pretty sure that's right. Let me see. Make sure that I'm not making shit up.
Making shit up again, Arnold.
Yeah, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico is the town. Yep. Has hot springs. A name change is a town known for its hot springs. A name change in 1950 after a radio show. Oh, I don't know. Okay. The town was originally called Hot Springs. And then in 1950, the host of the game show Truth or Consequences, Ralph Edwards, offered to air the show from the first town that renamed itself after the program. No notes, 1950s game shows. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I did not know that that's why that town was called that. All right. Well, we learned a thing. So that's what's happening here next week. Truth and Consequences. Got it both. Yeah. But until then, Cheesemeisters.
Bye.
Bye.